Hello chatterboxes out there, I hope you're all having a lovely Friday. Today is my day off college and I'm going off to go shopping with my mate later on today. Currently it is 8 something or other. For some reason this week I've just been getting up really early and I just haven't been able to get back to sleep, and today this is the latest I've actually got up and I'm just wide awake, so I've just been pottering around the house. My dad and sister are at work and my younger brother and sister are at college, and older brother is in uni, and my mum's asleep, so I've got to be quiet because I don't want to wake her up. I had some breakfast and watched some TV, and went on to Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and just played with my main Bluetooth doll. And this week at college was very hectic. I'm now off for half time next week. Yes, can't wait for that. I can just relax. Today, I I'm just relaxed. I'm wearing my summer clothes because it's so warm at the moment. It's a heat wave at the moment, and the weather's been so nice. Literally, I am melting. But the thing with the UK is we complain when it's raining, and then we complain when it's sunny. We just love to complain. I like it when it's in the middle, so it's cloudy but sunny, so it's like not too warm but not too cold. So yeah, on Monday night, there was a terrorist attack at an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester, as you will have heard on the news, which is heartbreaking. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the families and friends who have lost loved ones and children, and it's just so heartbreaking. It was lovely that yesterday the Queen went to the hospitals to see some of the children. So rest in peace for those people who have lost their lives. And yesterday I had a day about diversity. So in the morning, we put into groups, and I was put into groups with this guy that does my head in, but you just need to know how to, like, I don't know, because he's got special needs like me, so it was fine. And we had to put like these pictures to the like character like description, and turned out that we were typecasting, like being like stereotype about people, and one of them said about life is a box of chocolates when we had to describe what diversity meant, and that was quite good of them. And we said about how not to judge a book by its cover, and then we got filmed saying, "Is it okay to assume that just because someone's black that they are drug dealers and stuff like that?" And it was really good. And then at the end of the day, well, before we finished college, we got to go round to other classes and see what other people had got up to. And then so this teacher, this LSA helper was being a bit of a cow, saying that I was being bossy when I wasn't. I was just trying to help my friend out because he was a bit stuck. So it's just like, oh, whatever. I had a bit of a panic at breakdown because I couldn't get out of home. So I thought something had happened to my mum, but she'd just gone back to sleep because she hadn't been sleeping well either, like me. So I think we were just both night owls. And I got hold of my dad, and he was at my grandma's house because he then took my grandma to the doctors, and she came back to us for a bit, and he took her back when he went back to work in the evening. And so I calmed down a lot because my mum texted me to say, "Oh, I'm going back to bed. Don't worry, I thought you can't get hold of me." And me and my mate went off to the shops, and I had Monster Energy. And I got back, and I had my second lesson, which was sport. And just before that, we had a moment's silence for the Manchester bombing on Monday night, and I had a go at this girl who's just really loud and annoying anyway, and just always talks, and she's just so rude. And she was like talking and laughing through it all, so I was like, can you just not, for 1 minute, can you just not talk, and you should just be quiet because it's very disrespectful. And one of my mates who I go to college with, he lost someone in the Manchester bombings on Monday, so of course it was very hard for him. So of course it was upsetting for him. So of course when he found out about the girl laughing, he got quite angry. So we had to calm him down, and then I went back to lessons, and we had sports, and we did about disabled people playing sports, and how it doesn't matter if you you can able people and disabled people can play sports as well. And we got blindfolded and had to try and chuck a ball into like this basket thing, and to show like how it's not easy like being blind and stuff, and how you have to like they had to like try and like navigate, and you had someone trying to like help to show you where to throw it and stuff and instruct you. So that was a really fun morning. And then we had lunch, and I had a tuna sandwich and an apple juice. I just tweeted about my day on my vlogging channel, and chatted with my mates, and I called home to say how my day had been. Then I went back to lesson, and we had art, my first art lesson for the first time this year, and probably my last ever one. I'm hopefully doing art design next September, so that means I'll have a lot of art done, so it doesn't matter. And so we did art where we had to cut out, we got photos taken of us, and then we had to cut, like, put them into, like, fold it into squares, and then number them, and then cut them into the squares from like the creased lines, and then swap pieces of our faces with other people in the class to make a different face. And it was really funny and fun, and we listened to some music because the art teacher loves music, my art teacher Luke, so we used to play a lot of 90s stuff and 80s, so that was quite fun. And then we had break, and I got some jelly, because the factory jelly, well, the factory / cafe at my college do the best jelly ever, so I had a bit of that. I think I'm a bit obsessed with that jelly. And I had an apple juice, again, apple juice. I don't like drinking water, but apple juice is the next best thing, so I drink a lot of apple juice. And so I sat and chatted with my mates in the factory and did some drawing, and then we went back to lesson, and we got to see what other people got up to in the other classes, and we had some onion bhajis that people have made in the kitchen, and the kitchen smelled so good because they were cooking all day. Then we had to write a review on what we thought the day, how we thought the day went. I also watched a video of us that we'd filmed this morning, and it was very good. And we went into the music room and got to listen to some music all around the world, from all around the world, and listen to a bit of Elvis. And then this guy, who's quite a good singer, was like doing an Elvis impression and sounded quite like him, so that was quite good. And then we got let home, and my mum picked me up, and I I got picked up from her, and we went off to Tesco's. She picked my sister up and then me, and then we went to Tesco's to get stuff for a salad. And we got back, and I watched the days home and away, and went on to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And for tea, I had carrot and cucumber and some hummus and a few like salad things for my tea, because I'm trying to be healthy. And then my brother and his girlfriend went off to the gym, and my brother's girlfriend had taken my dog to for a walk. My dad got back from work, and my sister's like card wouldn't work on the garage, so my dad had to go and like, give her some money to get back home, so that she could fill her car and get home. And she got her stuff and went off to her boyfriend's house. And I watched The Soaps and Wedwater, the Cat and Alfie EastEnders spin-off. It is so good. Shame about Cat and Alfie's son though. Won't spoil anything I'm going to say. Shame about that. You probably already know now if you've watched it, but yeah. What a psycho. And the endings, Lemonade, they are very good endings to the episodes. Someone said it was like Broadchurch, but Broadchurch is finished now, so maybe this could be the new Broadchurch thing. But yeah, I think it's really good. And so Monday I was ill. Tuesday I had English, and we did some like test papers, and we did some Tai Chi in the morning, which is good because normally we do yoga. Then in the afternoon we did PSD, and we do PSD on Tuesday. In PSD on Tuesday we did. Oh, I can't remember now. It's anyway, I'll come back to me. On Wednesday I had mass, and we did some cooking, and we made some cookies, and then in the afternoon I had cooking again, and we made burgers, and they were really nice. What did I do on Tuesday afternoon in PSD? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to start again. Oh, flip. But anyway, I had PSD. I went down on it. It was, I'm guessing it was fun. Can't remember now. I'm pretty sure we did about trips. Yeah, we planned about our trip because on the day, on the 30th of June, so when we get back from half term, we're going to the Bristol docks to have like a fun day out, and we're going to go on a boat ride and go to the shops and have a little grand around. So I cannot wait for that. Sorry about that. Tuesday seems like forever away because this week has just been so long and so busy and so hectic. I cannot wait for it to be, well, it is. Today is my official first day of half time. I'm so happy that we have a week off, and I get back and a full week's left, and then it's summer. I was going to be having physio on the 23rd of June for my like knees and stuff, because my knees are knackered, getting old in my old age, and so I was going to be having physio then, but because it was Prize Day, like the end of year big like extravaganza, if you will, that we celebrate, and it was on my birthday last year, but the day before my birthday this year, so we finished the day before my birthday because my birthday is on a Saturday. I doubt I'd be in college on a Saturday with me. And my day off is normally on Friday, as you know, because today is my day off and it's Friday today. I was like, what? I'm gonna miss my day off, but I wouldn't mind missing my day off because I'll get to see people that I probably won't see again, because I'm not because quite a lot of us are going off to different places. So yeah, I can't believe how fast this year's gone as well. And then on Thursday, of course, I told you about Thursday with the diversity day. So yeah, it's been such a great week. Can't wait to just relax. Saturday is supposed to be thunderstorms and on to into Monday. So hopefully next week's weather isn't raining all week. Hopefully, because of the rain and storm, hopefully it would have cooled down a bit. I'm now off to have some breakfast and text my mate, because my mate should be making his way here now for us to go off to the shops. And I shall see you around. I hope you've all had a lovely week. Have a lovely Friday. Enjoy the weather and have a lovely weekend and a lovely half term. And I shall see you around. Bye.